right, let me say this the way it actually feels after living with them. You don't stumble into something like this by accident. This is the RP-8000F II. This is for the kind of person who doesn't just hear sound. You feel when it is wrong. You notice when music lacks authority, when movie dialogue doesn't anchor the room, when bass exists but never really lands. You've reached that point where good enough feels insulting to your time. Before you go any further, check the current price and stock. Speakers at this level don't stay predictable, and hesitation has a funny way of turning into regret. You knew it was time to upgrade the moment your old speakers started sounding polite instead of powerful. Maybe they were clear, but never commanding. Maybe loud, but hollow. Every movie night and music session reminded you that something was missing, not volume, but presence. The first few days with this setup reset your expectations. You don't push the volume anymore to feel impact. The room fills effortlessly. Voices lock into place. Bass hits with confidence instead of boom. There is a sense of control that immediately tells you this system isn't working hard, it is just capable. Gaming feels more grounded, like explosions and footsteps actually belong in the space. Movies finally scale the way they were supposed to, with weight and dynamics that make scenes feel physical. Music sessions turn into longer sessions because fatigue disappears. Even at lower volumes, everything feels full and intentional. Once you live with this kind of authority, going back feels impossible. And don't assume the price will sit still as speakers like this move fast when demand spikes. You might worry they too much, too big, too powerful. That doubt fades the moment you hear how clean and composed they are. The surprise is how refined they feel. They not just aggressive, they controlled, detailed, and surprisingly nuanced. Owning something like this feels different. You don't feel like you upgraded a component. You feel like you upgraded the entire room. Every time someone hears your system, they're at pause of that look because they know this isn't average. Sound fills the room effortlessly, bass feels tight, and confident vocals stay locked, and natural dynamics hit without strain. Listening feels immersive, not forced. They do demand proper placement, and average recordings get exposed at some point. You stop comparing charts and specs. You choose the speaker you already knew you wanted, or the one you keep coming back to every time something cheaper feels like a compromise. If you've been circling this upgrade, don't let it turn into one of those missed moments. Check the price, check availability, and step into a system that finally matches your expectations.